Going on, everybody? It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. I got some breaking NBA basketball news for y'all. This is exclusive. I'm the first person to break this news. So Doc Rivers has been fined $50,000 by the NBA for inconsistent statements on Kawhi Leonard's health. This is big news because for those that don't know, Kawhi Leonard sat out last night due to load management. And, basically there was reports going around the NBA that Kawhi Leonard would not be playing back-to-back games the entire season. Part of the reason why Kawhi Leonard decided to go to the Los Angeles Clippers is because, his manager, who was his Uncle Dennis, wanted to make sure that if Kawhi Leonard came to this team, he wanted to make sure that Kawhi Leonard was allowed to have load management. Because Kawhi Leonard, he's had a series of knee injuries since he was on the San Antonio Spurs. For those that don't remember, the reason why Kawhi Leonard left the San Antonio Spurs in the first place is because, he was cleared to play by the doctors in the NBA, but Kawhi Leonard did not feel 100% healthy. His uncle did not want him to play. And it got to the point where his teammates, started criticizing, his character. People like Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili came out and said, look, man, I've played with worse injuries than that. Are you going to come back so you can help us in the playoffs or what? At the end of the day, you're a part of the team. You're the best player on the team. And, you're the leader at the team. Tim Duncan is no longer, playing anymore. He's retired. What's going on? Tony Parker came out publicly and said that, I've played with worse injuries, what's going on? And it got to a point where, Kawhi Leonard did not feel comfortable being a part of that San Antonio Spurs organization. So we all know he ended up getting traded to the Toronto Raptors. And the reason why Kawhi Leonard was able to be so accurate and so efficient in the playoffs is because the Toronto Raptors did an amazing job with load management to make sure that Kawhi Leonard could last through the entire 80-something game season. And as you guys already know, Kawhi Leonard brought the first championship in NBA history to the Toronto Raptors. So now that he's on the Los Angeles Clippers, we've heard reports, because yesterday, man, it was a big story. It was a lot going on because, a lot of people don't like the fact that Kawhi Leonard is sitting out, not just sitting out games, but he's sitting out games that's on TV, the big time games that's on TNT and ESPN. Last night he sat out on the TV game, and a lot of people didn't like that because, listen, man, the people that go to these basketball games, they pay their hard-earned money to go to the game to see the best players play, okay? When you go to a Los Angeles Clippers game, you want to see two people play, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Now, Paul George has not played yet during the NBA season because he had surgery on his shoulders. He had a shoulder injury that he was dealing with last year in the playoffs on OKC. And, he's going to be back sometime within the next 2 weeks. But, we already had to deal with not seeing Paul George play the entire season so far. And last night, a lot of people were very disappointed that we did not get to see Kawhi Leonard go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis played. Everybody on the Bucks played last night, and even the players on the Bucks were coming out saying, hey, man, we were looking forward to playing, the NBA Finals MVP. We were looking forward to playing Kawhi Leonard, because, Kawhi Leonard, a lot of people believe Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the NBA, and I think that's well-deserved. I think when you've seen what Kawhi Leonard has done to LeBron James in the finals, what he's done to the Warriors last year, I think it's well-deserved to be able to consider Kawhi Leonard the best player in the NBA. But this load management situation is a problem. It's a big problem because not even just the fans that pay money to see the players in person, but the people that watch the games on TV. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't watch the Clippers and Bucks game last night because I didn't want to watch the Clippers without Kawhi Leonard. Just like if the Los Angeles Lakers were playing, let's say they were playing the Celtics. If LeBron James and Anthony Davis decided to sit out because of load management and there's no actual injury, I would be pissed off. But this is the confusing part. There was reports that came out yesterday that there was proof that Kawhi Leonard had a serious knee injury. And we heard reports that, the Clippers talked to the NBA about, the injuries. And the NBA came to a decision that, okay, we think that Kawhi Leonard's injury is serious enough to where he should not play back-to-back games because, let's be honest, the most important part of the NBA season is the playoffs, okay? We want all of the big-time NBA superstars, all the stars, all of the best players. We want them to be able to play in the playoffs when it matters, okay? So if Kawhi Leonard has a serious knee injury and he can't play back-to-back games because he could risk re-injuring that knee that he had to get fixed when he was on San Antonio, fine. We're not going to play him back-to-back games. So these reports of Doc Rivers getting fined $50K because of inconsistent reports on Kawhi Leonard's health, that's a serious problem. That means that that's basically saying that Doc Rivers is lying about Kawhi Leonard's health, lying about Kawhi Leonard's knee injuries, and that means that Kawhi Leonard is just taking off games, okay? And this is my thing with the NBA today. When you look at players like Michael Jordan, right? We've seen Michael Jordan. If Michael Jordan could play, he would play. We've seen Michael Jordan play with the flu. We all remember that game where Michael Jordan had the flu. He had a headache. He was sweating. His stomach was hurting. We seen how he went on the bench for a little bit, and that man was in pain. But he still ended up playing, still ended up winning the game for his team. We've seen Kobe Bryant play with broken fingers. We've seen Kobe Bryant play super banged up. And I think that that's the mentality that all of these superstar basketball players should have. These guys get paid millions of dollars to play basketball, okay? There's 80 games in the season. If you don't have a serious injury, take your ass on that basketball court and play, man. That's what we watch the game for. We don't watch the game to see Patrick Beverly and whoever the fuck else is on the Clippers. We watch the game to see all the stars, and that's no disrespect to Patrick Beverly, but I'm just saying he's not the star of the team. Kawhi Leonard is. Okay, if Kawhi Leonard doesn't have a serious injury, like if there's no proof that there's an actual injury, we want to see him play. I mean, these guys are making hundreds of millions of dollars to play basketball. Okay, we should be able to see our favorite players play, especially the fans that's paying their hard-earned money to see the game in person. Okay, it seems like a lot of players are getting very comfortable. It seems like a lot of players are trying to dictate what they want to do, when they want to do it, and man, they're getting paid too much money to be so egotistical to feel like they don't have to play back-to-back games and you're not even injured. That's ridiculous, okay? That is ridiculous, okay? Now, we'll see what happens. This is breaking news. The fact that Doc Rivers was fined $50K, that lets me know that the whole news about Kawhi Leonard having load management because of injuries is false. I don't think Kawhi Leonard is injured. I think Kawhi Leonard is healthy, 100% healthy. And Kawhi Leonard, man, you need to play, okay? If you got to play back-to-back games, play, okay? LeBron James is 35 years old, and I think LeBron has played all games this season. He averaged a triple-double 3 games in a row. This guy's like 35, okay? LeBron don't even got no damn hair on top of his head. LeBron's wearing lace fronts and shit, and he's balling, okay? So Kawhi Leonard, you're young. There's no excuse, man. With that being said, hey, it's your boy Stay Wavy. Subscribe. I'm out. Skirt.